हेलो हेलो हाँ
अच्छा दिख रहा है. स्टार्ट करते हैं क्या?
हाँ टुडे वी गोना टॉक अबाउट yesterday's release. Yesterday है ना?
Are
हाँ
you sure
yesterday's release.
yesterday? Yeah, 5th July. For that matter, if this gets uploaded late
हाँ so
because our editor is on honeymoon.
but then yeah today we gonna talk about Kill, which was made in 2023, released.
This is 24, like almost a year. Like it
हाँ,
premiered at Toronto International Festival.
for the Midnight Madness section.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we love those movies. So yeah, directed by Nikhil Nagesh
Nagesh
Bhatt
Bhatt.
and produced by none other than Karan Johar
Yeah, also Jyoti Deshpande.
and Gunit
हाँ
Monga.
हाँ
Sikya.
starring
Lakshya,
Lakshya Lalwani, Raghav Juel,
Tanya Maniktala, and Ashish Vidyarthi.
Adish Vidyarthi is there.
Man, how can we forget him? What's the plot?
You can say a survival drama in a Indian Railways train. There's not much to the plot. But
There's
then, yeah.
nothing. There's no plot actually, to be honest. It's like a concoction of, like, if you put Snowpiercer and The Raid, if you have watched the Indonesian film Raid, in an Indian setting.
I've always wanted to see Train in Busan in an Indian railway setting.
Yeah.
And this kind of gave me the feeling for that.
Yep.
Like the all the claustrophobia and what coach by coach how you go and you lock that up and everything. I felt there were a lot of inspiration from Train to Busan. I
Yep,
felt that
you can
way.
see that.
That was there. Also, there was an incident that I read. I think when I was in 2019 or something. So I read about this one Nepal Gurkha, the Indian army only,
Gorkha.
obviously. Haan. So they have kukri, right? So with one kukri, he took down almost 40 men. I think there is also a reference in that 40 men of ours have gone
Yep,
down.
yep.
So yeah, so I remembered that. So a man taking down 40 men in an Indian railway. So those two things I thought when I was watching this film.
So if I wanted to like let you know like what's the movie about in 2 lines, right? It's an exhilarating experience. Like the movie sets off right from the start and doesn't let you breathe. Like I mean, except for the 5 minutes backstory that it has, like showing the stoic hero and the madly in love woman and giving his life for his friend Vaisa, both like all of the jazz. But then as soon as the train segment starts, right, it it's just madness, pure madness from the get go till the end. Even though it's set in a train bogie, right, like it's own set in a one environment, right. The cinematography is so slick. Like it doesn't make it doesn't feel repetitive at all, doesn't make you feel bored at all. Every time there's a new fight sequence, there's a like a new iteration of the fight,
Okay.
and that's what I liked about the movie. What about you?
I'll start with the part that I didn't like.
Okay.
So first of all, the backstory and everything. The flashbacks I liked it. Only the placements felt a bit contrived, wherein just before the things happened, they placed the setup and the payoff is there. So if you had done it in the start or something, that would have worked for me. Also, the parts wherein she is getting married. For what reason, we are not sure. Like that felt plot convenience and everything. Even the intro and everything, I didn't like it. The way the hero was introduced and the setting up part, I didn't like it. But then that was not the main movie anyway. So I understood that they wanted to rush it through, and that felt okay. After that, the part wherein even you felt it. I felt very disoriented with where they were in the train. Actually, so where are they? Like in the AC bogies, A1, A2, A3. Where are they actually?
It gets so confusing.
Which direction are they going? Which direction they should be going? In which direction they shut her down? So I didn't quite understand what was happening. If they took a wide shot or something, that way we would have understood where they are. So that felt. And other than that, yeah, the first half actually I felt what was happening. Like they promised me a different film, and what is going on here? And also I think that was intentional because in the first half you had to be. He was in the first half a person who was not killing, because even asked why you had
Was
to kill him.
reluctant, yeah.
To killing, but then when the intervention happens, when the kill title drops and the kill happens, after that the film is a banger. Obviously, the main lead's performance didn't work for me.
Exactly same. That's
So
what I
what
felt.
happens is when the emotional scenes are there, when someone is dying or someone important is dying in the film, so I didn't feel the grief, whatever he was feeling, and I didn't feel sad for him after that time. But then in the action moments, he shines.
The acting felt very one-toned. Like it doesn't like the emotional scenes didn't work at all. But then there is emotion in the movie. There is emotion that the audience feel, but then those emotion scenes are related to the villains, so-called villains, or the
Henchman.
family of that girl.
Acha,
right?
oh, okay.
That's where you feel, right? And talking about like the convenient plot point,
Huh?
like the marriage thing and everything.
Ah.
Also, why was she doing that? And the girl's father was chill about it. Like it wasn't very. But then the setting also, we need to take the context as well. Like they were in a setting where they can be killed at any moment. So he doesn't want
But
to create a
even
scene.
her father didn't sound very stringent even in the start
Yup,
scene also. He was like,
exactly.
okay, like he
Yeah,
was even like कि बताया क्यों नहीं पहले
And
करके.
exactly, the villains were like so hyping him up, like he's
Ah.
Baldev Singh.
Ah,
Thakur,
so
he can do
we
that.
didn't have
But
any
he doesn't-
context before that,
Yeah,
huh?
and he doesn't
Do
look
shit.
like the part. The way they villains like
Make him
describe
sound, huh?
Yeah, we only see that gunshot.
Ah.
Like
But then
at
that
the
is
engagement.
also groom side.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
coming to the villain side, we need to address the elephant in the room, which is Raghav Juel.
Raga Jewel, the man killed it, man.
Ha.
He was a man on fire. Like it felt so good, so refreshing to see him in such a role because he killed it. He literally killed it.
Kill, ha.
Yeah. He literally killed it because there's a point in the movie where he's also scared,
Ha.
yet he wants to prove something to like he wants. See, also the way they set him up, right? Like,
So
he
we
works
need to
in a
start
petrol-
how it starts.
He works
huh?
in a petrol. His
Like
name is
a
Funny.
very average Joe, he starts with he's working in a petrol pump and then he leaves after that from work to a
Yeah.
different job. Huh?
And so that's a good, like they only take 30 seconds to
Ah.
set it up, right? But then that works so well for the character because all he wants is money, and also when he gets the call, he's handling money,
Ah.
right? He's handling money, and yeah, so that felt so good. And there's a point in the movie like Raghav Juel just takes it. Like
Mhm.
he does better than the lead,
Obviously. Huh?
where like you have to show that he's scared yet he wants to fight with the man, and that was done brilliantly.
So initially, there's a kind of a rural charm to him in the start, wherein
His dialogues.
he enters the train. There's this kid with the toy car and everything. He interacts with the people. We find him a normal guy. Like he wouldn't be that menacing towards it.
Exactly.
Then a switch happens and he flips completely. And then he turns menacing, a psychotic by any chance.
Very
And then it
psychotic.
gives us a feeling ki there was a psycho, like a normal person who was working in a petrol pump till then. And then when he comes into like a daku in the train, so he flips this way. And the way he interacts with the henchmen, and then the way, so also there was a scene wherein the henchmen are scared. They were like, I
Exactly.
don't want. So they also had a kind of a family-like feeling within. They want to save the people that they
That's
had
what
around.
I felt. That's what I was
Huh.
talking about, right? Like even the villains are very human in this movie.
Huh.
Like they are not your quintessential villains. Like you need to hate them. At some point, you will also feel like, wow, man. Like I feel sorry for them because they got into this and their only intention was to like rob them off because it's Rajdhani and only like rich people go in Rajdhani, right? So they only want to like rob everything off and get off. That's their only job. But then Funny, who is played by Raghav
Raghav
Juel, has
Juel.
different plans.
Hmm.
And also there's a scene in the movie where the villain is philosophizing like what are we doing is not right.
Ah.
And then Funny tells the father that whatever we have been doing is not right.
Ah.
We shouldn't be talking about principles here
now,
or ethics here because
what we do is not right already.
we are ducats.
Ah.
We are ducats, and that was so funny and yet so like the way he delivers, right? It's so like.
There was also this scene
it
wherein
gets
what
you.
happens is he says ki you shouldn't go ahead, like you will get killed. So he's like ki kidhar aapka pallu kidhar hai mamta ka.
Bro, yeah.
He delivers really well. Also, he uses cookery and everything. Like I told you the story that I remember reading, right, of the Gorkha.
Yeah.
So he also does that
And
using
does
the
that thing,
cookery.
yeah.
So there was a lot of referencing of that story, I felt. Let's talk about the gore of the film.
Goriness. We never expected the gore, that kind of gore from an Indian movie, and it was new, man. It felt very fresh. And see, after a while, like as you said, like there's a point till
intermission.
before the intermission where the hero is reluctant to like
Kill
them.
people,
He just crushes them, like he puts fights and everything, punches them. That's
But
it.
never kills them.
But right after that inflection point,
Right after the title card.
yeah, he goes berserk,
Ah.
and every kill is
Ah.
new. Every kill is a new variation. No kill is the same, and
Like
and the
there,
choreography,
right after the intermission, so he kind of blows the brains out of a guy
Bro, that
with
was
an fire
so
extinguisher.
Sick. Also the choreography, man, it's done by like South Korean team.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a South Korean team that they hired,
Okay.
and man, it felt so fresh. Like seeing those sequences,
Mm-hmm.
and that scene to rattle the villains off. That scene was so bone chilling, man. Like, it felt bone chilling because even the villains are rattled. Like at that moment, you can see the fright in the faces, and they just want to get off.
Yep.
They don't want to go further, but then funny comes and like.
So we don't want to spoil the way he kills people, but then those are like some really inventive ways that
Inventive
he does.
as fuck. Yeah.
It was like very stylish.
Yeah.
After the interval, it turns very stylish, and then you enjoy the part. After interval, there are a few breaks in there in between, wherein
we'll talk about
family
that
drama
first.
and everything.
We'll talk about that.
But how they pick up the pace and how the film goes after the interval is something you need to watch yourself. Blood and everything gushing out was good, only to a point wherein there was blood flowing out like a river.
Like a river.
I didn't understand that part.
That was, I don't know. I mean,
also if you saw that thing, so there was this Hulk kind of guy. So
yeah,
obviously I don't want to spoil, but then there's a 24 written on his sweatshirt with blood.
Writes it.
What does that mean?
Because that's the 24th kill in the movie. There are actually 36 people.
Okay.
Raghav Jewel rounds it off as 40, but there are 36 people in the movie.
Okay.
And he's killing every one of them, and he kills every one of them. Raghav Jewel is the last one. We'll stop gushing about the movie for a second. We'll talk about the technical aspects. The music doesn't work at all. The background becomes way too loud at certain sequences and way too forced at some certain sequences. There's a ticking time on music for some reason. There was no need of
I
that.
didn't feel the problem that you felt. Like I enjoyed, like it went with the action. I felt
anything, any value. That's what I see.
Doesn't add any value, but then it was going with the film. Like I didn't feel anything wrong about it.
At times it felt like it was way too loud for
Achha.
like the movie.
Maybe.
Yeah, and also like we can't talk about the writing here, but then there's a certain sequence which I liked. So in the first half, when he's about to go to fight the people off, there's a dialogue between the female lead and the male lead. Like Tanya Malik Tala says something like, "I have to be with you. I don't mind getting killed." Or something. That felt so out of place and so cringe.
Unnecessarily it was put.
Yeah, that feels unnecessary at that point, but like
paid off in the end.
Paid off so well in the end.
But then I understood like the way it was delivered, so I knew it was gonna have a payoff in the end.
Yeah.
So I was waiting for that.
I mean, as you said, right?
It felt very contrived.
There was no need of that dialogue at that moment because the sister is at the death, like risk of death, and you are stuck in with thieves, man. Like they can kill you at any moment, and you want to like have that dialogue. That felt off. I didn't feel
like I'll appreciate about the dialogues that were written for Raghav Jewel.
Yeah,
so those were done
so
well.
Funny, so good.
All the accent and everything that was happening.
Yeah.
There's a teenager getting stabbed. So that shocked me. Like I didn't expect it.
Yeah, that was out of the blue, man.
I was like, are we going this far now?
Yeah, that was. Also, like I don't want to like spoil it, but the sacrificial goat, which was I wasn't expecting that, and that felt like that caught me off guard, to be honest. That was a good decision,
like,
actually.
We are not propagating like those things, but then it was a shocker to me.
I mean, yeah, it's a very used trope, like the sacrificial goat thing, but then that felt way too new. But then we don't expect that in an Indian movie.
Also, the way it was ended.
Yeah.
Like
the end was also. Yeah, that's what I talked about. The cringe lines in the first half, they tie it off very well in the second half.
They do tie, like they have a very intentional setup and payoff. You need to have it, but then it was very contrived. I felt if you had done it in a more subtle way, I would have appreciated it, the dialogues and everything.
Maybe. Also, there are no subtext, no themes.
I went in not thinking a lot about this film, but then when I came out, I really appreciated my choice for going in first day for sure. I still feel like I'm in the trance of the film. Like I watched it yesterday morning, right? So same. It is still marinating, right? It's still going on in my mind. So we are just excited about the film.
Yeah.
Once a week or something happens, we'll have a more distilled and crystallized thought about this film. So
we'll let our thoughts marinate, but then there's no fun, right? There's no fun in it if you want to nitpick and everything. It's madness, just 1.5 hours of madness, and you'll love it.
Do yourself a favor and go watch this film this weekend.
Please watch it in the theaters because it's going to be fun. The blood, the goriness, everything you will feel. Everything is fresh.
Whatever action you're longing for, this film will kind of quench
not your
thirst.
Fighters of.
Let's not compare films, but then please definitely go and watch this film.
Do let us know if you like the movie or if you hate us. Sorry, if you hate the movie, hate us. I'm sorry. If you hate the movie, do let us know. If you love the movie, yeah, do let us know. And please keep watching us, and do let us know if you like the review.
And please share it with someone who is thinking of going to the film. This would kind of persuade them to watch the film. And please do like, share, and subscribe to this
Yeah.
video. And adios.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye bye.